Students, today I am going to discuss gene interaction. In that intragenic gene interaction, today I am going to discuss. There are two types of interactions are there. One is intragenic gene interaction and intergenic gene interaction. Today we are going to see the intragenic gene interactions. First I will explain you what is meant by gene interaction. When a single phenotype, that is single phenotype, is controlled by more than one set of gene, one set of genes. Very important is more than one set of genes, and each gene has two or more alleles is called gene interaction. Single phenotype of a plant is controlled by more than one set of genes, not one gene, more than one set of genes. Each gene in this set has two or more alleles. That is called gene interaction. This gene interaction concept was explained and introduced by Batson. That is why this gene interaction, otherwise called factor hypothesis, or Batson factor hypothesis. Gene interaction was introduced and explained by Batson. It is called factor hypothesis. Otherwise, it is called Batson's factor hypothesis. According to Batson factor hypothesis, there are two types. The interactions are classified. One is intragenic gene interaction, or intra-allelic gene interaction. Otherwise, it is called allelic gene interaction. This is one type, intragenic gene interaction. Otherwise, it is called intra-allelic gene interaction. Otherwise, it is called allelic gene interaction. Another type is here intragenic, here intergenic. Intergenic gene interaction or interallelic, here intraallelic, here interallelic gene interaction or it is called non-allelic. Here allelic gene interaction, here non-allelic gene interaction. Today I am going to take the intragenic gene interaction. This intergenic gene interaction in the next class we will discuss. Today I am going to discuss only the intragenic gene interaction. In the intragenic gene interaction, when the interaction occurs between the alleles of same gene, interaction occurs between the alleles of the same gene or at the same locus, at the same locus. Locus means in the chromosome the alleles are present in the same locus, same place, that is called the same locus, is called intragenic gene interaction. The intragenic gene interactions including the codominance, incomplete dominance, multiple alleles, pleiotropy. First we are going to see the incomplete dominance, that is the incomplete dominance here. German botanist Karl Koren's experiment in 1905 with Mirabilis jalapa or 4 o'clock plant is an example for incomplete dominance. In the incomplete dominance, red and red flowers and white flowers were taken, and in the red flowers the genotype is R1 R1, white flowers the genotype is written as R2 R2. When they crossed, the hybrid is R1 R2, pink flowers arise. Instead of this red flowers, this pink flowers arise. To produce the red flowers, it needs R1 and R1 genotype, then only they can produce enough red pigments. Enough red pigments, then we will get the red flowers. But in this genotype R1 R2, here it produces less red pigments, only little red pigments. That is why the instead of the red color, here the pink flowers are produced. Here R1 genotype is responsible for an enzyme which is responsible for the production of the red pigments, so that red flowers arise, that is produced. In the R1 R2 genotype, only less red pigments were produced by the gene, that is why pink colors, and R2 R2 or the defective gene, that is why they do not produce any red pigments. The color of the flowers are usually the white flowers for R2 genotype. When this R1 R2 genotype is self again, R1 R2 R1 R2 R1 R2 R2. See here, this R1 and this R1 R2, when this allele is crossed with this one R2, that is R1 R2. If you put the genotype 1:2:1 for the F2. For the F2 generation, the genotype is 1:2:1. The phenotype also 1:2:1, because here red flower, here pink flower, these two are pink, and this is again white flower. Here there is no blending of gene. The reason is, in the F1 generation pink flowers produce, But what happened to the F2 generation? Again the segregation of genes, that is R1 is being segregated, R1 being segregated, the red flowers produce, R2 produce, that is segregated and produce the white flowers. So again here the parental generation, again it is produced here. So there is no blending of gene. The important term is there is no blending of genes. Mendel's law of segregation is here worked out, because Mendel's law of segregation, here the R1 parent, that is R1 parent, again it is arised here, and R2 parents, again it is arised here. There is no mixing of character. Here the reason for the pink flowers is less number of pigments are produced, that is why the pink colors are produced. There is no blending or mixing of genes taken over here in this incomplete dominance. Now we will see the codominance. Now codominance. Simultaneous expression of both alleles is called codominance in heterozygotes. In heterozygotes, both the alleles characters are being expressed. Best example, flowers color in camellia plant and sickle cell anemia, AB blood group. These are the three examples for codominance. I explain you the camellia. RR for red flowers, WW for white flowers. When cross RW, here red and white patches, red and white patches appeared in the flower. Both red color and white color patches are there in the F1 hybrid. When this F1 hybrid is crossed with the same type of genotype, if you see here, RR for red flower, RW for hybrid, that is red and white patches, red and white patches appeared, and here white flower. Both the characters, main important thing is what we have to see here is both the characters are being expressed. Red character is also present here, white character is also present here. Here the codominance, both are being expressed, that is why codominance here. Another example is sickle cell anemia. The genotype for sickle cell anemia is HbA, HbS. This is the genotype for the persons, those who are having the sickle cell anemia. Here A allele also it expresses its character, and HbS alleles also expresses its character. They are the anemic patient, the sickle cell anemic patient receives both genotypes, that is both the alleles here. They have half normal hemoglobin and half of the abnormal hemoglobin. So, normal hemoglobin as well as the abnormal hemoglobin is produced by this HbS, that HbA and HbS. HbA is responsible for the normal hemoglobin. HbS is responsible for the abnormal hemoglobin. Both the characters are expressed here. They are the carriers. This is also example for codominance. And another one is AB blood group. This AB blood group, this is A antigen and B antigen. The genotype is IA, IB. For example, if you see the A blood group, A genotype, that is if the genotype is like this, they receive the A blood group. Both will receive the A blood group. This both will receive the B blood group. If the genotype is like this, they will receive the AB blood group. Both this allele and this allele's characters are expressed together. That is why it is called the codominance. Both are dominant. A also dominant and B also dominant. Both the characters are being expressed here. So, this is the best example for the AB blood group is best example for codominance. So, 3 examples I have given. One is camellia plant. This I explained here. Red flowers, white flowers, and hybrid with red and white patches, because both the characters are expressed here. And sickle cell anemia also, I told you, this AB, HbA, HbS. HbA is responsible for the normal hemoglobin, HbS for the abnormal hemoglobin. This is for the abnormal hemoglobin. Both the characters are expressed here. Even though they are affected, that is half of the hemoglobin will be normal and half will be abnormal, they are the carriers. They will not be completely affected because of the half of the normal hemoglobin is present. This is best example for the sickle cell anemia. So, 3 examples I explained you clearly for the codominance. Now, we will see the multiple alleles. Here this is not given in your syllabus also, even though it is not given, just I want to explain you the multiple alleles. Multiple alleles. In the multiple alleles, best example what I have taken is the blood group of human being. For A blood group, the genotypes may be IAIA or IAIO. For B blood group, IBIB or IBIO. Both the genotypes will receive the B blood group. Here IAIB, I gave this for the codominance, I gave this as an example, AB blood group. Here for the multiple alleles, why I have taken the blood group itself means to decide a character, one phenotype, only 2 alleles are used. That is, for example, height, that is a tall plant, 2 alleles. Here, dwarf, if you see only capital T or small t, 2 alleles only are there to decide a character, that is the height. These 2 alleles decides a character, one phenotype, that is height. But here in the multiple alleles, more than 2 alleles are there to decide a single phenotype, that is the determination of the blood group. To decide the blood group, more than 2 alleles, that I will explain you now. This is one allele, IA. This is another allele, IB. This is another allele, IO. So, 1, 2, 3 alleles are there to decide a single character, that is the blood group. That is why it is called multiple alleles. If more than 2 alleles are there to decide a single character, that is called the multiple alleles. Just for your understanding only I explained you this. In intragenic gene interaction, lethal gene also includes. This lethal genes was explained by that is E. Boyer in 1907 in the snapdragon plant, that is it is called Antirrhinum species. Snapdragon or Antirrhinum species. In this recessive lethality occurs, that means recessive genes in homozygous condition that causes the death of the plant. It is in homozygous condition, that is fully dominant or fully recessive conditions. Only in homozygous condition only it will cause the death of the individual, that is plant. In snapdragon, 3 kinds of plants are produced. One is green plants with chlorophyll. The genotype is indicated as capital C, and yellowish green plants with carotenoids, the pigment. It produces the pale green or that is golden or aria plant, golden color, or it may be pale green in color or maybe golden, or it is called aria plants. The genotype is called, that is capital C and small c, the genotype. The white plants without any chlorophyll, here with chlorophyll, here without chlorophyll, the plants will be produced. Their genotype will be small c, small c. Here if you see, this is in homozygous condition, fully recessive. See here, fully recessive. So it causes the lethal effect in the plant. If you take the F1 hybrid in Antirrhinum, aria plant, here also Antirrhinum aria plant. For Antirrhinum aria plant, the genotype is capital C, small c, capital C, small c. When they were crossed, the next generation is capital C, capital C, capital C, small c, capital C, small c, small c, small c. This capital C is the genotype for the plants with chlorophyll. This capital C, small c is the Antirrhinum aria character, that is the genotype of this plant, that is pale green or golden color. Here this one, both. In this case, this is the homozygous recessive, and this causes this plant, that is white plant, that means without any chlorophyll, because of the lack of chlorophyll, the plants which receives this type of genotype, they will die because of the lack of chlorophyll. Only if the chlorophyll is present, they can do the photosynthesis. Because of the lack of chlorophyll, they cannot do the photosynthesis. That's why before the maturity they will die. This type of genotype, that is why it is called the lethal genes. If you see the ratio 1:2:1, this 1:2:1, this plant will die. So the ratio will be changed as 1:2 or 2:1. This is very important for the lethal gene. It may be asked in the examination point of view also. For the lethal gene, what is the genotype? That is 1:2 or 2:1. Very important point this one. Students, now we are going to see the pleiotropy. Pleiotropy means when a single gene which causes many effects, that means the gene affects multiple triads, not only one character, many characters are controlled by a single gene, that is called the pleiotropy. It alters the phenotype of the organism. The outward appearance also altered because of the pleiotropic effect of a single gene. Keep in your mind, single gene causes many effects, multiple triads. It alters the phenotype of the organism. That is, a number of characters are simultaneously expressed by a single gene. When Mendel was working with the peas plant, that is Pisum sativum, he crossed the purple flower, brown seeds and a dark spot on the axils of the leaves. The axil means this region. This is the axil, this corner. So the axils of the leaves, that is purple flower, brown seeds and the dark spots on the axils of the leaves, these characterized plants were crossed with the varieties of plants with white flowers, light colored seeds and no spot on the axil. But he got the result of the plant is with the purple flowers, brown seeds and spot on the axils. Why all together inherited in the same plant means it is controlled by single gene. The single gene causes the same character, that is purple flowers, brown seeds and a dark spot on the axils. All the characters are controlled by a single gene. So all the characters are inherited together in the plant. And another example is sickle cell anemia. If you see the sickle cell anemia, already I told you the genotype for the sickle cell anemia, HbA, HbS. This is the genotype for the sickle cell anemia. This gene, single gene, causes many effects like this anemia. It causes anemia, damage to the various internal organs like spleen, heart and also tower or bossed skull. What is meant by tower or bossed skull means here it will be protruded here in the forehead or somewhere here. It will be protruded outside, not in the normal shape. It will be protruded outside. I will show you in the picture also in the video. So it will be clear, I think, when a single gene causes many effects, many characters, control many characters, that is called the pleiotropy. So far we have seen codominance, incomplete dominance, multiple alleles, pleiotropy and lethal genes. It will be very helpful for you for your preparation. Wish you all the best.